Join us for a break.
A boba break.
I'm your host, Zara.
And I'm your other host, Grace.
And guys, today we have a lot to talk about. This is going to be a big yap session. But first, what are you drinking, bestie?
So, okay, recently I've been obsessed with the caffeinated chocolate milks from Spilt.
Yes, I want to try them so bad. When you sent
Oh
me
my
the picture, I
God.
was like, oh, I need them.
And they're lactose free. It says it on the can. So,
Ooh,
I
wait. Oh,
know. And it's got protein. Sign me up. Anyways, I love them. I've had both the chocolate milk one and the strawberry milk one. I have the strawberry milk one today. And then I want to try the vanilla one.
oh my God, literally, they sound so good. Non-sponsor, by the way, just just
Just
obsessed.
absolutely baller. I wish they sold them in packs though. I can't find packs anywhere.
Damn. Like if you get a pack of like the strawberry ones or like a multi-pack, different flavors.
Right? Maybe like Sam's Club has it or something.
Maybe. Could always check.
Anyways, what are you drinking today?
The same as usual if I don't have a fun drink. I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. I saved the very last one that was in my fridge specifically for us to record today so that I wasn't just drinking water.
I think it's been like the last like 3 or 4 episodes. That's all you've had.
Hey, no, wait a second. There was that one a couple months ago where we had fun drinks. We're just both broke right now.
Hey, I don't know. I think my spill is a pretty fun drink.
No, that is fun. That is fun. I mean, hey, Dr. Pepper can be fun. Listen.
Hey, I try to get a different one every time. I actually have 2 drinks today because I have like my secondary for when I inevitably finish this spilled.
Yeah,
But
my secondary is water.
I don't need people to judge me, so
That's fine. It's fine.
it's okay. I know you hate it. It's that Gatorade flavor you hate.
No, you and Daru, both of you love that flavor, and I can't. I can't do it.
It's so
It just tastes
refreshing.
bad. Oh
I
my
could hear the
God.
disappointment in your voice.
No, it's like, listen, bestie, you can drink whatever you want to drink. It's okay.
I will. Except for I will be avoiding tap water for a little bit.
Okay, wait, I feel like everybody definitely needs context with this, so we should start with your vacation. How did your vacation go?
I I'm gonna start this off by saying I feel so bad for everyone that was there because I was the biggest issue the whole time. Because the day when I landed, Midas picked me up and we like an hour drive into where we were going. We're like, we're hungry. So he has me map us to the nearest McDonald's, which by the way, he has learned that I am never allowed to give directions ever, ever, ever. There's a second reason for that. The 2 times I gave directions on this trip was 1 to this McDonald's that almost killed me, and 2 to I had to like we were driving to the airport at the end of the trip and I had to pee really bad, so I mapped us to a gas station, and when we got there it was still being built. So,
Damn.
I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to give directions.
The privileges have been revoked. Sorry about it.
Hey, I warned him before. It's been revoked for a long time now. Not allowed. Anyways, we detour to this McDonald's, and I'm trying to be a healthy bitch. I'm like, I should stay hydrated so I don't have a headache on this trip. So I get a water from McDonald's with my chicken nuggets. And when I order, I remember the guy being like, "Water? Really?" Like he just sounded so unsure. But then he was just like, "Okay." He didn't even second guess it after that. He gave me the water. First sip, tastes weird. Tastes funny. Tastes like blood. But I'm like,
Ooh.
it's fine, like maybe it's just minerals in the water. I'm getting minerals in my body. Wrong. Not minerals. Because I wake up the next morning like so nauseous and like my stomach doesn't hurt that bad yet. I'm just so nauseous. So I think I have food poisoning. So they go off to breakfast. I just had a stroke. They go off to breakfast and I then proceed to throw up multiple times and like die on this bathroom floor of this
Oh
person's cabin who I had
no.
never met in person. So
Like,
that was fun. I think like after the first day, like food poisoning will pass, everything will be fine. Second day rolls around, no change. I'm still sick. I'm still nauseous. I can't keep anything down. And I'm like, oh, this is some long food poisoning, but it lasts sometimes 24 to 48 hours. Like, it's fine. End of the second day comes, goes. Um, Third day, I wake up, excruciating pain. I think I'm dying. And so, like, I'm sitting in the bathroom, like on the bathroom floor, trying not to cry. And I end up messaging Rye. I don't know why Rye was my like go-to person to message. Maybe because it was her cabin that we were staying at, her parents' cabin. So
mhm.
I message her and I go, "Hey, like I hate to do this. Like I'm so sorry. But I think I need to go to urgent care. I think we need to go to the ER." And she's
Oh
like, "Oh
no.
yeah, let's go right now." And I was like, "Right now? Okay, bet." So they take me to urgent care. So it's Midas and Rye. They take me to urgent care. Which, by the way, Midas got to sit through a whole lot of interesting questions from the doctors. This first ER that we go to, they're so dismissive of me, low key. Like, there were a few comments in there that I didn't really appreciate. She asked if I was like pregnant like 12 times. She was just like convinced that I was pregnant for some
Like,
reason. And I'm like, no, it's not possible, blah, blah, blah. They don't even take my temperature, by the way, which I think is
oh,
crazy. I have frequented ERs enough to know they should
that's
do
like one
that
of the
every
first
time.
things. Yeah, that's one of the first things you do for like intake.
Exactly. And that's why I was immediately sus. I was like, this is weird. You should always
Mm,
take the temperature, but whatever. I just let it go. And they run like some blood tests. They like test like my pee, the usual.
yeah.
And they gave me medication and I start to feel better. Not great, better. Nausea's gone. My stomach hurts very little. And I'm like, yeah, this is great, guys. I'm feeling so much better. And there was one comment. She comes back in and she's like, how are you feeling? And I was like, like I'm still a little nauseous, but it's muted. Like I'm trying to describe muted nausea to her. And she says, that doesn't exist. You're just not nauseous anymore. And then she leaves.
What
Tell me
the
that muted nausea
actual
is
fuck?
real.
No,
It's
okay. All I'm saying is, as somebody that experiences nausea so often that I literally have a nausea medicine prescription, there is a difference between like full on nausea and just like there's a little bit of nausea there, but it's like not like
it's like lower
debilitating.
it's like lower down,
Yeah,
like you're not feeling it in your throat anymore. It's like lower
exactly.
down and just kind of like toned down.
Exactly.
And so her comment about muted nausea not being a thing and her leaving was crazy. But whatever, like I wasn't gonna make a scene. I was in front of Midas and Rye. I was just gonna leave it, okay, because I was feeling better. And they prescribed me like nausea medication and the one of the other medications that I have right now.
Mhm.
I take them and I wake up the next day. It's so much worse.
Oh fuck.
It's so much worse. The medication has not worked at this point. It worked for like 2 times that I took it. And like I know for a fact like they were looking at me like I was just not trying to help myself because we didn't know it was serious yet, you know?
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, like she's not even trying to eat. Like I'm sure she's just hungry." You know?
Mhm.
And like I knew from the beginning like that's how they were feeling cuz like I wasn't eating. I was trying so hard. But every
Yeah.
time I swallowed something, my stomach would start to hurt so fucking bad and I would get so nauseous. But like at this point, I was so nauseous that I was in the bathroom trying to throw up and I couldn't. It was the worst.
Yeah.
At this point, I think after the third day, after that first ER visit, I straight up have blacked out some of those moments.
Fuck.
I think it was the fourth day that this happened. But I woke up and I was in so much pain. This was really embarrassing for me, by the way. And I still feel bad that it happened. But I'm it's like 7 a.m. and I am laying in bed and my entire body is shaking. I'm not cold at all. I am just violently shaking and in pain.
Damn.
And my poor roommate, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "It's fine. It'll pass probably." So I end up sitting up, still kind of shaking, not as bad anymore, but the pain is so bad that I just start silently sobbing on the bed, hoping that my roommate, who's getting ready, doesn't notice. She does. She looks like she's like about to freak out. Like I feel bad. She has severe anxiety and I'm just making it worse.
Oh no.
And so she leaves the room and I think she's just leaving cuz I'm crying, like give me space. She comes back with the squad.
Everybody.
Just like all the girls. And I'm like ugly crying. And like the
No.
moment they go like, "Oh," and they like go to hug me, I'm like, "Ah, there it goes. Everything I was holding back." And I just start sobbing,
Oh
sobbing, sobbing.
no.
And I feel so bad that they all had to watch that. But I'm able to calm myself down pretty quickly. But I'm texting my mom and I'm like, like, yeah, like I'm in pain, but like I don't want to go back to the ER for many reasons. One, that ER was way too dismissive of me.
Yeah.
I didn't like them. They didn't even take my temperature. They were kind of incompetent. And then second, we had just gone like the day before, you know?
Yeah.
And like third of all, I didn't want to go and then like there be nothing wrong and then I just like waste everyone's time cuz this is their vacation too, you know?
Which, by the way, first of all, you saying in case there's nothing wrong is crazy because there was very obviously something wrong.
But
In case
like
there's nothing wrong.
yeah, no, like what if I get there and they're like everything looks fine on our end and then like I just wasted everyone's time. I clearly
No,
just have anxiety, okay? Like
it's okay. I
I
understand.
was in so much pain, but I didn't want everyone else to think I was overreacting, you know?
Yeah.
So I was trying to like keep it down. And I'm texting my mom and I'm like, "No, I'm not going to go." Like I know I'm in like copious amounts of pain and like shaking uncontrollably and crying, but it'll pass. So my mom texts Midas, goes, "Take her to the hospital." And so Midas comes in. I'm crying still, and I'm like, "Don't look at me." Everyone just left, so I felt like I could cry again. But he comes in and he's like, "Hey, do you think we should go to the hospital?" He came in right at one of the worst waves of pain, and I was like, "Yeah, can we?"
Please.
I was like, "Is that okay? Like, I don't want to bother you." And he's like,
Oh, no.
Yes." He's like, "Get ready." I didn't even put a bra on that time. At that point, I was in so much pain, I couldn't even like put my arms above my head to like pull my
Mhm.
sports bra on. So I just straight up went in like a baggy t-shirt and like my pajama shorts and my Crocs, and I was like, "Yeah, we're just going like this." So we go to the hospital and it's like late. And at this point, the pain is like so bad, so bad. But it's coming in waves, you know? So we're sitting in the waiting room and I feel pretty much okay, you know? A little nauseous, a little shaky, you know? Nothing that bad. Um and they take my vitals. This place actually takes my temperature. This was a different hospital. This was a further away hospital. It's like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
And we get back into the room and you know everything's fine. They take me for a CT and the CT medication almost kills me.
Oh
Um
God. You had the you had the contrast.
yeah, I did not tell
Mhm.
Midas this because this is really embarrassing. But they when they did the contrast when I stood up off of the table, I passed out.
Oh, fuck.
I passed out and when I came to I ended up throwing up.
No. No.
And then and then they took me for an ultrasound in which she pressed too hard on my stomach and I threw up a second time.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. That was her fault. That was her fault.
I know. So I'm just like throwing up and passing out in front of these doctors and they're like,
Oh
"Oh
my
shit." Oh my god. Luckily none of this happened in front of him. I would have
Mhm.
just died, I think, personally. Uh what he did get to witness though was at some point the pain got really bad while we were waiting in the hospital for like results. and I was on my side and my whole body was shaking like I was freezing. I
Oh
didn't feel
God.
freezing, but I was just vibrating and my blood pressure was spiking really
Oh
bad.
no.
Every time it would like retest it, I would look up to see what it was because like I can't not. And I
Yeah.
think when they finally discharged me, my BP was like 138 over 80 something.
God damn.
I know. Which isn't like horrible, horrible high, but
But it is still
ab-
pretty high.
above what it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were basically like, okay, so basically, they were like, it's basically like a bad stomach bug, kind of, but like not. And then they handed me the paper with my diagnosis, and that's not at all what the diagnosis was.
Oh.
On the paper, the diagnosis was gastritis from contaminated water. It was on the paper.
Uh-huh.
And so then they prescribed me these new meds. And so far, they work great as long as I don't miss a dose. If I
Fun.
miss a dose, I die a little bit. I only
Yeah,
missed one dose and I
that's not
won't be doing
good.
that again. But yeah, despite all of the horrible stomach issues I had on that trip, I was still really grateful that I got to go and meet everyone in person. Like, despite suffering, there were a good chunk of times that I was able to be out with everyone and I actually had a great time, you know? Like I still had fun even though I didn't get to go anywhere. The shopping that we did on the last day was fun and playing Mario Kart and Mario Party out in the living room at like the later times at night when I started feeling okay was still really fun. And I really enjoyed Welded and his antics at my door. There was some pretty funny ass moments, and like there were moments where like I was trying to sleep off the pain and like they were playing a game out in the kitchen,
Uh-huh.
and the stuff that they were saying in that game was seeping into my dream. So I was having like a fever dream experience. Oh my god. And I also can't wait to develop all the photos on my disposable camera because I took like 4 pictures on it and then they took, I don't know what they did with it, but there when I got it back there were 4 pictures left.
Oh my God.
And there were 27 altogether. So I can't wait to see whatever whack pictures they took on that camera.
It's gonna be like the most stupid pictures to exist.
Absolutely it's going to be. But I'm really excited to see it cuz who knows what they took.
I
Oh
will
my
say
god.
I I had so much FOMO though, like because I was like, make sure you send pictures, you guys. And then I would see all the pictures and I'd be like, oh my God, I wish that I was there. Like again, one because I still want to meet everybody, but two, just because it looks so fucking fun.
Yeah,
And
well
I
don't
love the
worry, I
mountains,
wasn't in
so
like any of those photos. I was in the one with the 300 chicken nuggets, which was a wild thing for them to do. And
yeah.
then there's one really whack selfie that Rye took at the very end on that last day when we were flying out, where I look up and she's taking a selfie and I'm like, "Oh, hello." And I look like I've been dying for a few days in a row. You can't convince me otherwise.
Oh my God. I'm just like clicking through all the photos because I'm like, yes, this just seems so fucking fun.
Yeah, the like I look dead inside. The sunglasses on and everything. I kind of felt dead inside. That was right after the first real meal I had in like 5 whole days.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know that food hit.
It like did. Like it was some bomb ass oatmeal and toast, man. Like I've never had toast quite like that toast. It was low key so good. Yeah, some of the pictures are really
Damn.
funny. I really like the balloon one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so funny.
Oh my god. Hopefully when we go again next year, which obviously you might be able to go to the one next year, hopefully.
Yes, if I'm
Um
invited.
of course you're invited. The whole time we
Well,
were on the trip, they were like,
I
"No,
don't
no, no."
know.
The whole time we were on the trip, they were like, "Next time when it's you and Zara here." And I was like, "Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're absolutely invited." When I was invited to this trip this year, I had been in the Discord for like 3 days. Like I didn't know any of these people and
Damn.
I was like, "Oh, I'm going? Okay, I guess I'm going."
Let's go.
Yeah. but I still had a lot of fun, and I was happy to meet everyone in person. It really did
Oh.
like lock in how short I am though,
Yeah.
because tell me why
Yeah.
most of these fuckers are so tall.
I don't think it's that they're so tall. I just think that you're pretty short, and I
No,
think
they're
that's
tall. No, 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 you don't understand. They're tall.
like
And
what height are we talking?
I thought Midas and I were similar heights. I come up to his fucking shoulders. Since when? Since fucking when? But we have, in fact, factually figured out that I am 5'4".
Oh shit.
I am
Wait, that
100%.
means you're only 2 inches shorter than me.
It didn't feel like it.
I know. That's what I
Are
was
you
saying.
sure
Like,
you're not taller?
I'm definitely not. I got measured like what, like a month ago or something like that. I'm
No,
still
because
5'6".
I feel like the top of my head only came up to like your mouth.
No, I'm 5'6", man. I don't know what to tell you.
Hmm. Well, I am definitely 5'4". We have measured, and it is accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good though that you still got to have some fun even with everything going on.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta make the most of it, you know? Like, I tried so hard not to seem miserable when I was out with everyone, like out in the living room, because I didn't want to make it like uncomfortable for anyone else. Because like sometimes when I'm around someone who's super obviously suffering, I'm like, go lay down or something, dude. Like,
Yeah.
but
Go
I
home
did
and make yourself
try.
feel
I
better.
did not have to play Uno though. I was exempt from Uno because I was dying, and I'm okay with that.
It's the silver lining of it all.
Yeah, it was really funny because some of the people in this group who like you would least expect it was that were actually like the most worried.
No, fair.
Yeah.
That's nice though. Oh, God, I love having good friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I just want you guys to know before we actually started recording. She's like, I took some other medicine earlier and it's like not reacting well. She's like, you finished your pharmacy program. Let me read you these medications.
Yeah, I took Midol and like my stomach feels fucking weird.
And I was like, yeah, that makes sense because you're taking like 3 medications that reduce stomach acid, and your stomach acid breaks down the medication in your stomach.
Yeah, but my cramps were too bad not to take the Midol. At least that
Yeah.
way. I don't care if my stomach feels funky for a little bit.
Yeah, it's already felt that way for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like worried that I'm gonna run out of meds and it's gonna come right back.
Oh no. Hopefully not.
Yeah. There are some other interesting symptoms, you know, like being really dizzy and the occasional blackouts.
Yeah.
So
Not
that
great.
was fun. Yeah, I'm still suffering. Sometimes midday I get kind of sick around
Oh
about the
no.
same time in between the medication doses. I'm just like,
Mhm.
ooh.
Starts wearing off a little bit and you're like, okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's not great. And it's always right when I'm at work.
Oh God.
I know I was gonna stream this weekend, but it got really bad, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, like we were supposed to record this Friday and today
Mhm.
is Wednesday. We were supposed to record it last
Mhm.
Friday. But that didn't happen, you guys. That did not happen.
Yeah, what can I say? I was suffering.
It's okay, we're getting it done now. It's
It's
fine.
cause it's cause Friday was the day I missed a dose, and I went, ah, it's not happening.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Which is fine. It's okay.
yeah. I can't sleep laying down at all. By the way, I have to sleep completely propped up, almost in a sitting position.
Oh, that's the worst. Because then you can't get super comfortable either.
Yeah, but at this point, I've just been so tired all the time that the moment I lay down, I'm out anyways.
Damn.
Like I sit down propped up in bed and I'm like honk shoe in like 2 seconds.
Honk shoe. That was aggressive.
Yeah, you're welcome. I spent my entire day off on Monday. We had like a meeting early in the morning. I went to that meeting. I went home. I took a nap till like 1:30 p.m. And I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I'm still tired, but like I can't nap for that long cuz like it'll get worse." And I went and laid down on the couch, kind of propped up off on a squishmallow
Uh-huh.
and started watching like a true crime show. Um And I blinked and woke up and it was over and I went, "Uh-oh, 3 episodes gone. That's bad."
Yeah. I was about to say, I already knew you said true crime. Oh yeah, you're gonna be out.
I was out. I usually can't sleep in front of the TV, but I was just so exhausted and my body was so heavy and I was just like, "Yeah, sleep."
Damn. Did they
Yeah.
say how long it's gonna be before you start feeling better, or is it just like, nah, whenever?
I was supposed to start feeling better a few days ago.
Have you been to another doctor since you've been home?
No,
You probably need to go to a doctor because
but
it hasn't gotten better. So,
but what if they just told me the same thing all the other places told me and then it's just a waste of my time?
bestie, I swear to God, I swear to God.
I'm gonna show up at the doctor's office and be like, "These are all the medications I'm taking, and I'm still feeling sick, especially if I miss one." But hey,
Yeah,
they said to take all of these until the month is up, like a whole month of them.
damn.
They've got a 60
I
quantity.
I still think that you should go to the doctor and just be like, they said that I should have started feeling better by this day, and I'm still not feeling better at all. And I mean, I would just tell them, because there's something else that needs to happen, bestie. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's not great because sometimes if I like burp too hard, I throw up.
Fuck. Yeah,
You're
no, that's
welcome
not
for all of
good.
the listeners getting all this TMI.
It's okay. It's just us and our besties. So,
Yeah, I mean the crazy thing too is that like I'm hungry all the time now. I don't know what's
yeah.
happening. Constantly hungry.
I mean, you're not able to feed your body the correct way right now because, your stomach's a little fucked up.
My stomach do
So,
be a little fucked up. I did, in fact, though, lose 12 pounds from being sick.
we take our wins or we can get the let's go.
I'm a skinny queen for now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. My weight just keeps dropping, though, so that's probably not great.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
I mean, aesthetically, amazing.
Great. Fantastic.
Health wise, that's probably a red flag.
Internally, not so great, but it's fine.
Because, like, I only like throw up like once every few days now. So, like, I'm
Mhm.
keeping most of it
Yeah.
down.
Hmm. Hmm.
Don't hit me like that.
Hmm. Hmm. You
Yeah, so
know,
like long
yeah,
story
it's
short, I'm
okay.
violently ill. I don't see peace in sight.
Well, I'm crossing my fingers that it starts getting better quickly because
The finish line
damn.
is over the horizon at this point. Like I don't know what's happening.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna text your roommate and be like, listen, if she doesn't get better in a couple days or start getting better, can you just convince her to go up to the urgent care, please?
I should probably make an appointment with my primary care provider, but he's kind of
Yes,
a
that's
bitch.
an
I don't really
even
like him.
You should get a different primary care doctor then.
Yeah, but they're all like 3 months wait time.
Is it worth it to have to wait 3 months to not have a bitch of a doctor anymore, though?
Probably.
Speaking of bitch of a doctors, sorry, this reminded me of this. So
Oh, this is
my
great.
my doctor has usually been really great at like listening to the things I have going on. And like I have like chronic health issues. So like having new stuff come up is not foreign to me. It happens, unfortunately. But I went to him probably about a month ago, 2 months ago, and I told him, I was like, I have three things going on. One, I've been having a really hard time, like physically, like having a lot of breathing problems, and my heart rate keeps spiking. That's the second thing. And then the third is like a psoriasis problem that I keep having that he did refer me to somebody for the psoriasis problem, but when I was telling him about how my heart rate keeps spiking, it just randomly spikes and I get so fucking dizzy, his response was, "Well, this medication you're on, how long have you been taking it?" And I was like, "Over a year." And he's like, okay, well, it might be that medication. What?
But you've been taking it for over a year. What?
Exactly, exactly. He's like, well, maybe it's making your blood pressure go too low. And I'm like, my blood pressure's not going too low, bestie. I check my blood pressure very regularly because it fluctuates so much. But I don't suffer from like low blood pressure. I never have. And I am like trying to tell him this, and then he basically is like, he's being kind of standoffish, like, I'm the doctor, you're the patient, like, I know better. I'm like, yeah, you don't live with my body 24/7 though. So like, you know.
You know your body best, man. And if something's different, something's freaking different. I hate I hate that. I get dismissed by doctors a lot too.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
think their favorite go-to thing is lose some weight. You'll feel better.
Like the thing that I do appreciate is that it's never been him like dismissing stuff for weight, but it's like it's weird because now he's kind of really dismissive, and I'm like, bestie, I promise you that I'm not like a hypochondriac. I promise you I do not want to have these health issues, but I can't make up the fact that my heart rate keeps spiking and that it makes me so fucking dizzy that I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, that's definitely not normal.
And like the week, or was it like 2 weeks before, I literally went up to the emergency room because my heart rate stayed really fucking high the whole day, and my blood pressure stayed really fucking high for the full, like the whole day. Like I'm talking, it was like 144. I think at the highest it was like 144 over like 100 and something. I was
That's
like,
bad.
"Dude, yeah, that's really bad." And I'm like, that had never happened to me before at all in my life. And like I went to the emergency room because I'm like, hey, this is happening. I don't know why the fuck this is happening. Something is wrong. This was also a really bad experience, right? Because at first, they're not really like taking me seriously, and they're kind of treating me like I took something. Like they ask me over and over and over again if I had taken anything, like any kind of drugs. They're like, you can tell us, we just need to know. I'm like, I literally didn't take anything. And then they were so dismissive. So they took a bunch of blood to do blood tests. I didn't find out until after, but they did like a full panel drug screening because they were just so convinced that I was lying about having taken some kind of drug. And obviously, everything came back negative because I'm not fucking doing drugs. There's just something wrong with my body.
That's wild. I would have been so
Yeah.
pissed if I found that out.
Right. And so like I get into this room, they set me up to a bunch of like heart monitors and stuff. They're just like they basically just tell me to lay there. And they come back an hour later with like 2 bags of saline and set it up. And they're like, yeah, we're just gonna keep you here to observe you. Nobody came in for the next 6 hours that I was sat in that room.
6 hours?
Yeah. And then basically they just come in, they discharge me, and like the lady was like, "Yeah, we gave you the fluids, you should be good now." So basically like telling me that I am dehydrated. And I was like, well, at first I was like, okay, maybe I was just dehydrated. Except for the next day, my heart rate keeps spiking up again. But then I'm like, like the ER people dismiss me. So I was like, okay, I'll go to my doctor. And then I go to my doctor, and then he also dismisses me about the problem. So now I'm kind of like stuck in that limbo of like, I've gone to this primary care doctor for like the last like 10 years. So, like, do I try to find another primary care doctor, or do I just wait it out?
Wait it out and hopefully he like becomes less dismissive.
Right. Because I'm just like, like, I don't know. I feel like if I have a patient who randomly starts having their heart rate spiking up like super high, and it just sometimes does not come down, and it makes them so fucking dizzy that they feel like they can't breathe, like
That's a problem.
maybe I'm a little worried. Maybe I'm like, hey, I think that we should probably get you some tests or do something to figure out why this is happening, instead of just being like, probably this medicine that you've been taking that has caused you no problems.
Yeah, that's just wild to me.
Yeah. And then the thing with like the mold too in the house, which is why I was afraid too, because I was like, oh, maybe it has something to do with the mold in my house. And like my breathing problems maybe has something to do with the mold in my house. And he's like, well, if it's black mold and you're not touching it or ingesting it, you're fine. Come to
Lies.
find out, we have, not only do we have black mold, but we also have molds growing in that house that were toxic and airborne.
That's that's wild. That's just that's just wild. You were basically living in a fucking mold farm, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Multiple forms of toxic airborne mold. And he was like, oh no, you're probably fine. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I don't know what's wrong with my doctor now, but I'm baffled.
I don't know what changed, but what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what happened between the 6 months that I saw you last and now? you know?
Right?
So, yeah, that's fun. We love doctors that are crappy.
Just my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Mm,
Dude, speaking of doctors, the chiropractors that I work with
hmm
now are all they're all great. All three of the ones that I work with now are great. But when I first got hired, there was a chiropractor that I worked with every single day, right? And he was just like the most out of pocket motherfucker I had ever met.
Oh, no.
He like had these wild conspiracy theories that he would tell me, and like our first conversation was like him talking to me about nuclear warfare, and by talking to me, it was talking to me at me. I had no response to this. I don't care about nuclear warfare. I don't want to hear anyone else talking about it. It's not interesting to me. I don't need to hear about how you think that we're going to be nuked in the next like 2 weeks. Like, I'm good.
Mm.
Thank you. um I think my favorite moment with him, and favorite in a sarcastic way, was when he gave a woman who had a newborn baby unsolicited breastfeeding advice.
I'm sorry, that just reminds me of my father, which is crazy, but I'm sorry, continue.
I feel like mine would do it too.
My father literally gave me unsolicited breastfeeding advice. He's like, when you have your baby, you really need to breastfeed them at least for the first blah 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 amount of time. And he like just kept talking to me about it. I'm like, stop.
Dude, yeah, this doctor had like the chiropractor I was working with, he had like proper angles that he was telling her, and he wanted to like show her, and like, oh my god, it was so
Ah,
uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable.
mhm.
He got
What are the
fired, by the
boundaries?
way. He got fired the day before I came back from my trip.
Damn. I mean, good for you though. You don't have to deal with it anymore.
I mean, I'm still kind of dealing with it because a lot of
Oh
people
no.
loved him. And
Uh,
so I'm like, yeah, he's not working with us anymore, but like, try this doctor over here. And they're like, "Oh, a woman doctor? No, thank you.
you a fucking woman?
A
That's crazy.
woman? Yeah,
A
no.
woman?
So many biased people, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Jesus.
it's been a wild ride.
Yeah, I my job that I just got not that long ago. It's not bad. It's easy work for the most part. If you guys don't know, I do night audit at a hotel for right now before I do my externship to be able to work as a pharmacy tech. But um wow, it is an experience. My favorite thing is when people come in and they like will tell me their stories and they're like crying and then they're like trying to get a free room. And I'm like, hey, listen, I just work here. I can't give you a free room. I'm not trying to lose my job. And then they'll and then they switch from being really upset and like crying to being like, you dumb bitch, you dumb ugly bitch. And I'm like, I literally work here for $10 an hour, bestie. Like I don't know what you want from me.
Girl, hotels are not for the weak. Like,
No.
the people that you get, especially depending on the area you're in, because the hotels
Mhm.
that I worked in, I think I've worked in 4 different hotels. Like, the one in the really nice neighborhood, you have to deal with like drunk businessmen, which
Yeah.
arguably I'd take the crackheads over them. Um, and then like the really sketchy areas, like you have to deal with the homeless people trying to get in and like hide in the hallways, you know?
Yeah. Ugh,
It's
we've
just so
had
many weird
those,
people. You
but
have the crackheads?
yeah, but it's mainly like, okay, so they'll come in and so if you guys don't know or if you've never worked in a hotel or you're not familiar with like how hotels work in like the middle of the night, usually there's a really tiny room unless you're working in a really fucking nice hotel. There's usually a tiny ass room right at the entrance, and then the main part of the lobby is locked. That is how mine works. We'll have people come in who will unplug the things that go against the outlets so that they can plug in their phones, and then they'll be like, oh, well, I'm trying to get this pulled up so I can get a room. They're not trying to do that. They're just trying to charge their phone, which they're not allowed to do.
Literally, they could just come to you to get a room, can they not?
Yeah, well, they'll be like, "Oh, well, I'm trying to like get my card turned back on. I like turn it off so that nothing happens." And like then they'll be just like fidgeting with their phone and have it plugged in. They're like, "Oh, well, I got to plug my phone in while I do this." I'm like, "You can't do that." And then they'll get angry at me and I'm like, "Fucking you can't do that. Just leave. Just leave."
Go somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh my god, I feel like I have to talk, because I talked about this in our group chat, but I feel like I have to talk about it here
Mm.
about that guy that came in that other night.
Oh.
Um, so yeah, so I was working my 12-hour shift because I have 12-hour shifts on Sunday nights. So I it was probably about 2 a.m. I want to say a little bit after 2 a.m. And this guy came to get a room. Um, and we have that you can tap your card, which I can tap people's card, but if they need to tap their phone, I can't do that because I'm not allowed to take their phones. And I was like, this guy seems like nice enough. He's been like really respectful, doesn't seem like he's going to try anything. So I let him into the lobby because I can buzz him into the lobby if I feel safe so that he can tap his phone.
Hmm.
Because the other options, I just tell him that I can't accept tap to pay at that time of night and then he has to leave. But so I buzz him in. So he's standing there at the counter and he taps his phone. And so I'm having him like sign his registration for his room, and I am getting ready so that I can make his cards. And then he goes, "I'm trying to have you come to my room tonight." And I was like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "Yeah, you're really pretty. Like, I'm trying to have you in my room tonight. You know what I mean?" I was like, "No." And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Absolutely not." Like, like what the fuck? I'm working, first of all. And second of all, I don't know you. Third of all, you might murder me if I come to your room. Fourth of all, I have a man that I very much love and appreciate, and you don't even come close.
Mm, real.
And like, I would never cheat on my man. So it's like out of the fucking question.
And not with some random hotel guest. The fuck?
Exactly. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know you. You could have many, many diseases, and I'm not trying to get that, especially if you're asking random ass people to come to your hotel room. And
Right?
then he's like, "Oh, but you're so pretty." And I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" And I'm just like, "No." And then I hand him his keys and I'm like, "Have a good night. You can go out of the lobby to get to your hotel or your room or whatever." And he's like, if you change your mind, you can come to my room." And then for a second, I think this man's not going to leave because he's just standing at the counter, just staring at me after he says this. And so I'm just like staring him down. And I'm like, "Have a good night." And then he leaves. And then I make sure that the door is fully closed again. And I'm like, so I'm at the verge of like having a fucking anxiety attack because what the fuck?
Dude, people are so weird at hotels.
Yeah. Yeah. So I told the front desk manager when she got there in the morning, she put him on a do not rent list. And then she was like, "You don't ever have to open the lobby again." She's like, "If they want to do tap to pay and they don't have another way to pay, they can go somewhere else." He's like, or she was like, "The owner, he's never going to be upset with you for keeping yourself safe rather than him renting out a room for like $100 a night."
Yeah, no, that's so real.
Yeah, because she's like, he respects your safety more than $100 in his pocket. And I was like, "You know what? That's pretty nice. I respect that he respects us." And then he had called me and he was like, "Listen, you guys are like my second family. You're my family away from my family." He's like, "Money comes second to you guys feeling safe and you guys being safe." And he's like, "Don't open the lobby anymore unless you know for an absolute fact that this person is going to not be able to hurt you or make you uncomfortable." And I was like, "I got you."
That's so nice.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You want to hear about my favorite hotel experience while I was working at a hotel?
absolutely.
So I used to work night audit at this really nice hotel. At the most expensive, it was 1,200 a night,
Uh huh.
and there was like this group, like a whole big group of businessmen here for like a business trip, and um they all got like they paired up in rooms, and they were on the company credit card. And one night they come bumbling in drunk as hell at like 2 a.m. They're like flirting with me and everything, and I'm just like, okay, like no. One of them tried to come behind the counter And I had to be like, no, you cannot come back here. Like, just go to your room, go to bed. You need to just go to bed.
Yeah.
So they go up to their rooms, and like 30 minutes later, suddenly there is like a waterfall of water coming down into the lobby. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. The lobby is like flooding, like bad.
Yeah.
And so I call the maintenance guy, who's the same age as me at the time. I think we were both 19.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's happening. And he goes, okay, so we got to check the room above here. Like, is it rented out? I looked it up. Yes, it was. To lo and behold, those businessmen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe something broke and they're too afraid to call or whatever. So we're like, okay, let's go up and open the door and see what's happening. We get up to the floor. The whole floor is flooded, like bad.
No.
And it's all coming out from under the door of this room. We know it's that room. We knock, no response. We bang, no response. We're like, hey, like it's the front desk. Like, is everything okay? Bang, bang, bang. No. So I take my master key. I open the door. We have to like push in past like all this water that like pours out,
Uh-huh.
and on the right is the bathroom. So we both turn and look in there. The toilet is demolished. Like,
The fuck?
the only intact piece is the base below the bowl. Just like that
Oh
little
my
piece.
god.
It is in pieces. And we look into the room a little more, flip on like a light, like the flashlight we have, we flip that on, shine it over under the bed, and this business dude butt naked, face down in the bed. And I turn around and leave because I'm not going to subject myself to that. And
Yeah.
the maintenance guy tries to wake this guy up, to which they can't.
Mhm.
So he turns off the like water in the room through like the little like switch on the toilet or whatever the fuck it was. And the next morning, after like the ambulance came and everything was like, they came down begging us not to tell their company. They were like, we will all scrape together money to pay for this. Don't tell the company, don't build a company card. And the manager smiles at me, looks back to them and goes, we already charged the card. She hadn't. She was lying. But these guys were a problem from day one, and she saw her opportunity.
Oh yeah.
So she
Yeah.
was like, we already charged it. And me knowing she full well hadn't had to like leave. I had to go around back to the back office because I was gonna laugh in their faces.
Mhm.
And I could not do that.
Which also, if you guys don't know, um usually your card isn't charged either until the like night audit is run after you check in or after you leave.
Hmm, hmm.
But it can be charged whenever if the owners or at the discretion of whoever's working the front desk feels like your card needs to be charged.
Yeah, like if we feel you're a flight risk.
Yeah, like if we feel like you're going to fuck something up or like if we feel like you're going to leave the room absolutely demolished, oh yeah, your card is charged almost immediately.
Yep, yep. And I've seen some trash rooms in my career, all right? I don't know if you've had the pleasure of seeing any of those yet, but I've
I've
seen
seen
like,
one.
yeah, how bad?
Oh, it was pretty fucking bad. Well, there's two. So one of them was more so the dude had this dude's car was so fucking ugly. He had like spray painted parts of his car. He used the fucking covers from the beds to put his doors on that he took off of his car to spray paint. So there's fucking paint all over these new bed covers. There was spray paint all over the fucking room, in the bathroom. It was so bad. So bad. And the other one was from these really fucking drunk people, like broken bottles everywhere, trash fucking everywhere. Somebody had thrown up in the room like multiple times. And yeah, it was really fucking
Mm,
bad. Yeah.
yeah, my favorite one was it was like kind of more of a long-term hotel. It
Hmm.
was a lot of people staying for like a few weeks at a time. And this one room they check out, the housekeeping goes in there, and I'm working the morning at this point. And the housekeeping comes up to me and goes, they don't speak even a little bit of English. They speak no English. So instead, she looks horrified. I'm like, "Are you good?" Like, I just did thumbs up, thumbs down. Like, what's happening? And she just flips her phone around, and she starts swiping through these pictures, and I'm in shock. There is like human shit on the walls, and like
No.
not a single piece of furniture is intact. The there's like used like toys, and like there's like holes in the mattress, and there's like other like used needles and stuff everywhere. I'm horrified for these housekeepers. And I was like, I don't think you have to clean that. I don't think you get paid enough to clean that. Like, they're gonna have to hire some specialty
Yeah.
cleaners for that shit. Oh my god. Couldn't pay me
Oh my
enough to clean that.
This is when I wish that I had my camera on. You don't understand, the whole time you were saying that, my mouth was dropping more and more. I'm like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
it keeps going."
no, it's
Oh
so
my
bad. I
god.
think like my favorite in like a not actually favorite way, my favorite part of that whole picture was like the dildos like suction cup to the walls.
Oh no. The fact that they just left them there is crazy.
There's like
Just
a few, there were
stuck to the
so
wall.
many. There were so
Oh
many.
my god.
There was like a hole in the wall too at some point, and like, oh,
Oh,
dude, it was bad, and it wasn't even like a couple. It was a family that had checked in. So I don't know what happened or how we got here or
I'm calling Child
any of
Protective
that.
Services. That's crazy.
Absolutely. I don't know where the children were during this entire scene. Hopefully not there personally,
Yeah,
I
you
hope.
fucking would hope so.
And they looked so normal. They looked so normal.
It is always the normal people that be the freakiest, I swear to God. Well, moving on from the horror stories of working at hotels. This is don't ever work at a hotel. That's
Yeah, no.
the takeaway of this. But my birthday is on Friday. We have one whole day left until I turn 28.
Hell yeah. I got a notification from Throne, and that's the only reason I knew.
Damn.
I know. I don't know anyone's birthday. I'm really, really bad with birthdays.
That's okay. I have a really hard time remembering people's birthdays too. I know very few people's birthdays. The reason that I know Daru's is, well, one, because he's the love of my life, but also two, because it's exactly 2 months before mine, because it's on June 1st. So
Oh.
yeah. But yeah, so my birthday is on Friday. Also very exciting. This is also the same day that Daru is getting here to move here. Like actually move here, not just visiting, not staying for 9 days and having to go back to Nevada, like actually full on moving here.
Hell yeah.
I'm so excited. Like, okay, the thing is, now I'm at the point where it's starting to sink in a little bit that like this is actual reality, because before it was like, oh yeah, he's moving. But now it's like, oh my god, like he's actually, like we're actually going to be together more than just 9 days every like 6 months. Like this is a full on being together like every single day, not having to be like, I miss you so much.
I'm excited to see the streaks that I'm gonna get out of this, because I mean,
Oh,
Daru
yeah.
already sends me the most interesting streaks. Oh,
Yeah, same.
yeah.
Um but like, oh my god, I'm so excited. And the thing is, I have never in my 28 years of life lived with any of my significant others, because I have never, one, felt comfortable enough to want to do that, but two, I also have never, this maybe sounds bad, I've never liked them enough to convince myself that it would be a good idea to live with them.
No, that's real.
Well, because like also it's a very big commitment to decide you're going to live with somebody that you're dating. Because one, you're letting that person into like even like the most private uh aspects of your life, because they're going to be with you basically 24/7. But two, you have to be willing to, one, accommodate the way they live, but also learn how you guys are going to navigate living together in a way that's comfortable for both of you. And if I don't like somebody enough to do that, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Also, I feel like you just have to have a certain level of understanding and trust for each other because you don't want to end up resenting each other because
True.
you live together. Like,
Sometimes moving in together really lights the way and you realize, ooh, maybe this wasn't meant to be, especially with friendships.
yeah, which is also, yeah, I had friends that I lived with. All the friends that I've lived with, I was like, we should have never lived together. But yeah. Yeah. So we had a lot of talks about like how things would look if we lived together and like how things would go if we lived together. One of the big things I know is that I'm going to have to learn to let go of everything being perfect all the time because the apartment's going to be lived in. It's not a showcase of an apartment. It's a lived in apartment. It's an apartment that we both feel comfortable in. So I have to let go of some of my OCD tendencies and just let things be. It's okay if things are not perfectly put away. It's okay if there's a piece of clothing here or there. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think other than that, like, yeah, it's just really exciting. And now, again, it's at the point where it's like, oh my God, this is happening. It's happening. I feel like the office meme.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a great birthday present.
It literally is. Like one of our friends, he asked me, he was like, "What are you doing for your birthday?" I was like, "Picking Daru up from the airport," and he's like, "Okay, but like, what are you doing for your birthday?" I was like, "Spending time with Daru," and he's like, "Okay." I was like, "I didn't plan anything for my birthday." I literally, the most exciting thing is my present being that he's moving here and that we're gonna get to spend the whole day together. I don't care what else we do. I don't care if we do nothing else. It's fine.
I never would have guessed that you guys would have moved in together when we first met him. Just saying.
Yeah, that's honestly that's valid.
Yeah. It feels like that was so long ago.
Yeah, I mean, what, like 2.5 years ago now?
2.5 years?
Like from when we first met him, because it
For
was
real?
like, oh no, maybe it's 2 years. Maybe not 2.5. Maybe it's 2 years.
I mean, even two
Because
is like
I think we met him in August of 2023, I want to say.
are you sure? How long have we known each other? Our streak is how long we've known each other, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
Hmm. Maybe it's been no, because we've been together for a year. Daru and I have been together for like a year and a half. So it had to have been 2 years ago
Uh,
that we
we've
met him.
known each other for about a year and 8 months. Or at
That is
least our
so not
streak is
true.
that long.
We've known each other for at least 2 years.
Are you sure?
Yes, I
Are you
promise
sure?
you.
How do
I
we fact check this?
I promise you because we lost our streak before. I'm pretty
Did
sure.
we?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? Are you
I
sure?
I cross my fingers.
I'm bad with timings. Time is a weird thing for
I
me.
wish that I could just jump back to the very beginning of our Discord messages because I think that we added each other on Discord probably about a week after knowing each other.
Yeah.
Because I know that it was 2023 that we met.
Was it 2023?
Yes, I promise. We did not meet last year. We met the year before.
Huh. I I don't know. I don't know anything.
Anyways, it's been a long ass time since we met, and then it's been a long time since we have known Daru. Um, but yeah, it is weird because it started as me, adding this man as a mutual on Twitter and then basically stalking his streams and being like, wait, I really like that voice. And then it just evolved from there.
That's so real.
And now we're moving in together.
Oh my god.
Although he sent me a Snapchat earlier today. It was like, I have one more day of being a Nevadan, and then I'm gonna be a South Carolinian lion, a South Carolinian or something like that. And I was like, what did you just say to me? What did you call it?
We
Because
added each other on Discord. October 3rd of 2023.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Huh.
That sounds about right.
Anyways, now that I know for a fact that I'm not being gaslit right now, continue.
I'll say, I promise you. We met in 2023. But yeah. Um, yeah, it's just wild. Oh yeah, so this is yeah. He called it like a South Carolinian or whatever, and I was like, first of all, what? But
South Carolinian?
yeah, because it's like it's
That sounds wrong.
South Carolinian.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
South Carolinian. That's so weird.
It's like she's called us lions. But yeah, it's very exciting. The thing I'm most excited about is I know he wants to go to this aquarium that's in Georgia. So it's about 2 hours away from where I live. And it's known as the best aquarium in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, so we want to go in December time, closer to when our anniversary is, as like a whole date day. We'll go to like one of the restaurants that I found that I have like bookmarked. Um, After or before we go to the aquarium. I was thinking though that they have these nights they do where I think it's if you're over 18, you could pay a certain amount of money and it's basically a sleepover at the aquarium.
I've seen those.
And I really want to do that. So, I want to do more research about it because I think that would be super cool to do as like an anniversary date.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Mhm. Also because like it's hard because I'm the kind of person where I love giving people like physical gifts and it feels like he's more of an experienced person. He doesn't like owning a lot of stuff. He doesn't like having a lot of clutter. So it is very interesting learning to gift somebody experiences rather than physical items.
Yeah, I'm a physical item gifter too.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, because I don't know. I guess I was never gifted experiences as a kid, so I don't see the value
same.
in them.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's maybe not so much not seeing the value in them as like feeling like the way of showing people that you care about them is gifting them things.
Maybe.
And like the thing is too, I would rather have experiences. Like I do love gifts, don't get me wrong. Like I'm never going to say that I don't love gifts, but spending quality time with somebody and doing something that is going to like create memories with that person, I fucking love that. But because I didn't receive that kind of love growing up as like a baseline, like I'm not saying that I never got those experiences, but most of my gifting was actual physical things. That's how I know how to show my love for other people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it do be weird and kind of hard to switch how I show my love for people, especially when it comes to him, because I wish that I could show this man that I love him literally so much.
Oh.
So I'm trying to get to that point where I'm like, how do I plan something that's really memorable? Because he also is a person that doesn't take pictures. So it needs to be something that's like really impactful.
Mhm.
And how do I do that in a way that he is going to enjoy, but we're going to
Mm.
also enjoy together?
Right, right. Well, I feel like you're on the right track with everything so far.
Yeah. It is a very wild experience though.
Yeah. Yeah. What's so like what makes a good aquarium now that I'm thinking about it?
Well, I think one, just the way that it's set up, right? Because you can have aquariums that just feel like really, one, aquariums that feel very dingy and not very well kept. So if you have one that's, the exact opposite of that, you're like, oh yeah, this is really nice. But I think it also has to do with the variety of entertainment and the variety of different stuff that it offers.
I've only ever been to one aquarium in my life, and that was like 8 or 9 years ago. So,
I've been to this aquarium before and I remember it being like really nice when I went. I've
hmm.
also been to a really shitty aquarium. And there's very much a difference between the two. But yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
I really remember the aquarium I went to. Like most of my childhood experiences.
Like most of them, it's kind of fuzzy.
It's pretty empty up there when I think past a certain
Hmm.
date.
Same.
Is that
But I
bad?
maybe I'm the wrong person to ask.
Oh my god, dude, speaking of like childhood trauma, um I was talking to one of the chiropractors I work with and I was like, "Yeah, like I know it's bad, but like this is how I sleep." And I showed her with like the little like bent arm under my chin, and she
Oh,
goes,
I do the
"You
same
did
thing.
you did you know that that's a sign of extreme trauma?"
Oh, it's just cozy. What do you mean? It's just very cozy.
Yeah, yeah, apparently. I don't know. Apparently the way I sleep is cuz I'm traumatized. All right.
Twins. Yeah.
Twins. Can't see it, but I'm doing the sparkle fingers.
It's okay. I'll do it too. I'll do it too.
Twins.
I mean, we've joked about this before, but we definitely did trauma bond a little bit. Like we became very good friends through our trauma bonding, but that's definitely how we got to know each other.
A little bit.
We we had a lot of the same experiences that we were trauma bonding over at the time, like things going on at the
Yeah, yeah,
time. We've talked about some of them before on the podcast, but there's definitely
yeah.
things we haven't talked about because
There's
mm,
so much. There's so much. Oh my
oh my
god.
god. Like, oh my, okay, we'll have to talk about some of these more some other time, but
I think I've blacked out some of it. So like we'll have to like slowly remind each other of what
yeah.
happened. Cause I know I like tapped out for some of that. I was just like offline all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing is when we would just both go offline and still be playing stuff.
Yeah, 14-hour calls, but all appearing offline
Yes.
the entire time.
Oh my god, the like most embarrassing thing or like the most nerve-wracking thing is when we both went offline. One of the times we went offline, we were playing we were playing Valorant while we were both offline, and then the person we were trying to avoid came online on Valorant. We were like, "Oh no."
Is that the time we just alt F4'd the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mid match, just two people drop off. Oh
Because I
god.
was like, "There's no way, there's no way, there's no way." Because I think that he messaged either you or me and was like, "Oh, you guys are playing? Can I join?" Just left.
Alt F4. I don't even remember if I responded or not. Or if like one of us responded to him or if we were just like pretending that we
No,
were
I don't
just
think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think he ever like really truly caught on in the beginning? How long do you think it
Uh,
took? Because I know
I
he
feel
knew at
like
the end.
it probably took at least a couple months. I also think that's why he ended up hating me. Because
I think
there's
he
no way
was
he
like,
didn't hate me, right? Because like especially the stuff he said at like the very end of all of that,
yeah.
like man very obviously did not like me. He was like, "How dare I introduce you to this person and you come in and fuck up everything?" Like, I'm so sorry. That's just the kind of person I
He just felt like he had me manipulated so good.
Oh, yeah, and then I was very much the rain that washed all of that shit away and was like, "Hey, by the way, don't know
Oh
if you
my
knew
god.
this."
Yeah, see, you can't manipulate two people and then put them in a room together because then when their
Yeah,
stories start to match up, but not with your story, it's
exactly.
when things go downhill.
Yeah.
I think that at the end there, he just had to choose like the more manipulatable one, the one he
Uh,
felt like he could manipulate better, and it wasn't you.
yeah, well, because I feel like it's like because I would really, I think, call him on his bullshit, and even if I did it in like a, a way that came across as joking, like I still would do it.
Yeah, and I just wouldn't.
I feel like it also came to the point where you're like, I want to say something, but like I don't. I was like, oh, I'll say it. I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'll
And
say
then
it.
like towards the very end, we were like sitting in call at like 2 a.m. drafting messages together. Oh my god. And I just remember sitting here waiting for him to reply together. We were both like shaking, like, oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like, see, the thing is, we definitely can laugh about it now and like laugh it off, and it's like, oh yeah, that was like a really shitty experience. At the time, though, it was like it hurt a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fucked.
because one, it was like I wouldn't say that it was creating a rift between the two of us, but it was like it was making things harder because I think that well, I don't think I really second guessed much besides I was like, did I do something that made you not want to talk to me or stuff like that? But then you had him in your ear too, being like, well, she hates you and like you did this thing that made her hate you. So it was like both of us feeling the same way, but for like different reasons.
Yeah, yeah. That ending there was rough. That was a rough ending.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely was.
Oh my god, I just got flashbacks to a completely different situation.
Mm.
Speaking of rough endings.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? I'll touch on it a little bit.
Okay,
But
yeah, we could talk about it
basically,
more off of the podcast.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't realize this, but if somebody is significantly older than you and you're like 18, 19, I still think you can absolutely be groomed.
Oh my god, I sorry, I know what person you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was rough. I had a person in my community a really long time ago who basically like groomed the shit out of me, and then when I like came to realization, I had participated in like what he said was our relationship, like we were in a relationship. And when I tried to tell like friends about it and be like, "Oh my god, like ban this guy, like he's really weird." Um they went to him and asked for his point of view, and he like completely flipped them on me. And they were like, "It
Yeah.
just sounds like a relationship that ended badly." This dude was almost 40. I was 18, barely out of
Mhm.
minor status.
Yeah. No,
Like,
that
no.
absolutely I agree is definitely grooming because it's like you're still a teenager. It doesn't matter that you're 18, you're still a teenager. You're literally in your teens and you have somebody that's basically in the middle of their life, you know. Most people live to
Yeah.
about 80-ish years, so he's literally was like midpoint of his life.
Yeah, and another person who I drew a profile picture for them on Twitch, and I didn't even know that they had connected somehow, but I went to pop into her stream one time and I was banned.
Mm.
And like if you're going to ban me, have the decency to stop using what I drew for you.
Yeah.
That's
I
so rude.
I know that you know this person and maybe I've like barely touched on this before. Besides like just saying that they're a terrible person though. There was somebody that I tried to be friends with and then I would like jokingly flirt with sometimes because I was like, "Oh, that's what we do in like this like realm of like VTubing. Like people just like jokingly flirt with each other, but like it's very obviously like there's still boundaries and it's like I'm not flirting with you because I like you. I'm flirting with you because it's a funny hee hee ha ha thing."
Right,
But
right.
then this person would take it too far. I know that I sent you some of these messages, but it just got to the point. It was just so bad. And I remember there was this one time I had been drinking and I had tweeted about how I had had like a lot of wine. And then this person messaged me and like was being like super mm, like uncomfortable, but then I was like, "Ah, yeah, this is just them being funny." And so like I messaged them back, but not oh god, it was a whole thing. Anyways, um the next day I was like, hey, by the way, this actually made me uncomfortable. And then they got upset with me and like basically told me I was leading them on. And then they
Oh,
blocked me. And I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no way.
oh my god. Dude, people on the internet are just so weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I can expand on my situation a little bit more. Um, but basically this guy, I haven't talked about this a lot to anybody else because this is such an awkward situation. Of course, I'm pretty much fine talking about it now because it's been so long, but it was so uncomfortable. And I still sometimes get scared it's gonna come back to bite me in the ass, you know? Like I'm scared he's gonna come back into the community and try and like cancel me, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, and you know what? I admit I was wrong trying to get him banned from other people's communities, okay? But I was, first of all, young. I was 18, barely
Hmm.
understood any of like the streaming stuff. And I tried to get him banned from some of my friends' servers because the whole situation made me uncomfortable, but also I didn't want him to do that to someone else I knew, you know?
Yeah. Yup.
Um, but basically, he coaxed me into a relationship with love bombing and gift giving and blah blah blah. And um, the thing that kind of like flipped a switch in my brain was when he tried to get me to come out to a hotel in California with him.
Oh my god, I remember you telling me about this.
And so I had to get a friend to sit with me in the car while I got on call with him and told him that like I want nothing to do with him anymore.
Yeah.
As every time I drive past that building when I'm visiting my hometown, I get flashbacks. But it was so uncomfortable and I couldn't talk about it for a long time because he had managed to convince me that I was the one in the complete wrong and that we had been in a solid, real relationship. And that, you know, even
Mhm.
though he had never asked me out, I had never agreed to be a girlfriend, but because he had coaxed me into saying and doing like sexual messages, like sexting,
Yeah.
I felt like if any of that came out, it would ruin me, you
Yeah.
know? And I had just started streaming and I really liked it and I didn't want to ruin anything. And the reactions of every single person I brought this to, the two people who I thought were my friends who like got his side of the story and said that basically this is just a relationship gone bad. Like I don't know why you're doing this to him. Like, do you know how it ruins people's lives when you like you're trying to ruin his life, blah blah blah. And then the one person who banned me, who literally still to this day uses what I drew for her profile picture on
Oh
Twitch.
my god.
I know. I just think that's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of what happened like with that situation with me is like that person like blocked me after I tried to set the boundary. And at first I was like, "Oh, well it is my fault. Like I should have, been like, "Oh, well, like we're flirting, but like it's not like actual flirting. Like I don't actually like you." And I felt so bad about it for the longest time. I was like, "Wow, I'm such a shitty person. Like I really led this person on." Until I realized that they flirt with everybody, and they had literally said before that they do it in a joking way, that it was never meant to be like an actual serious thing. I'm like, okay, so like you gaslit me. Like that's what's
Yeah,
happening
100%.
here. Like you were gaslighting me, and then you didn't like that I set a boundary, so then you blocked me because whatever reason.
That part of our life was full of so many like back to back situations like that. Oh my god, they were all back to back and some of them
Yeah.
overlapped. Like that was
Yeah.
rough.
Yes, because that's okay. That same time when I tweeted about like the wine or whatever, I had somebody else that was messaging me, somebody that, by the way, was like very, very like open about the fact that they were going through a lot of like mental health issues. Um, and they were going through something at the time and had made that very clear. But then they messaged me, and they were like, what was it that they said? I know that you know that they said it because I said something to you. I was like, is this not fucking weird? But it was something along the lines of, I really would love to like actually get to know you, but he's like, I would ruin a good girl like you or something like that. And I was like,
Oh, oh, oh. Is it the same
no.
person or is this a different no, maybe it was a different person that messaged me that was like, "Yeah, Zara and I are dating." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Ah, she just doesn't know it yet." I was like, "That's
No, no,
weird."
this is a different person completely.
Oh
Oh
my
my god,
god,
you just
there's
made me
just so
remember
many.
that person. I completely trauma blocked the memories of that person.
It's because the screenshots come up in my memories sometimes, and I'm like, "Oh, oh yeah."
Yeah. Oh my god. I think the problem is being sorry, not trying to pull a gender card, but I think this is very much true, at least for content creation. When you are a woman that first joins the space, you attract the fucking weirdos.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
because you don't know the etiquette of what you can and can't say and what kind of boundaries you can set without coming across as like a terrible person, you feel like you can't set any boundaries. And then it's really hard to make the differentiation between, hey, I'm friends with this person, and then this person just talks to me but doesn't respect me.
Yeah.
So then it all kind of piles up, and then you're left with this whole group of people that you're like, oh, these people want to talk to me. And like, it's really cool because you're like, oh, I'm making friends in the community. But then you stop and really think about it, and you're like, these people are not my friends because they do not respect just what should be a basic boundary that I should not have to set with them because they should just know that it's there.
Yeah, and it's so hard in the beginning to ban or block people because you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, but they're like my 2 viewers, you know?" Here's some advice. The longer you
Mhm.
keep them in your chat, the longer it's gonna take for you to grow because if they're making you
Yes,
uncomfortable, they're probably making everyone else uncomfortable.
exactly. Like, I can say this now, and it probably, I think for people that are just starting out is going to be harder for you if you're anything like me. It is better to have no one viewing you than to have a couple people viewing you that make you anxious to do anything, especially to even start stream.
Mhm, mhm.
If you were anxious that when you hit go live, that person is going to say something that you don't know how to respond to, that you feel like you cannot respond to, they should never be a part of your community. And it is okay to be like, hey, I'm banning you because you're not the kind of person I want around.
Exactly. Yeah, and even if they start out as, okay people,
Hmm.
if they get weird later, it's still okay to ban or block them.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
that's what they do. They start out
Yeah.
with like very tame, like haha jokes, and it escalates and escalates and escalates
Hmm.
because they're pushing the boundaries and seeing how far they can go and how far they can take it.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you happen to be listening to this and you're somebody that just started streaming, or maybe you haven't started streaming yet and you just listen to this and you're like, maybe I'd like to, please set boundaries. Please. Nobody's
Please.
nobody that actually matters in the long run is going to have any sort of weight in how other people view you because of you setting boundaries.
Exactly. In fact, you'll probably grow quicker with if you're setting boundaries because people
Yes.
feel safe in your community.
Exactly. If somebody knows that if they're in your chat and somebody starts acting really fucking weird or really um just not great, and they know that you'll ban them or you'll at least say something, you'll put things in place so that that person knows they have like one more chance to fix themselves or they're gone. Other people are going to stay around more because they're like, "Oh yeah, this is a great place. Like I don't have to worry about there being really weird, super uncomfortable interactions going on."
Exactly. And that took us how long to learn?
Oh my god, like at least 8 months or something.
It took me at least a year and a half.
Yeah, but I will say too, if you find listen, I know that some girls in the community are like, I don't want to be friends with other girls because girls compete. If you find really good female friends in the community, it'll be much easier for you because you're going to have a support system of people saying, do not feel bad about setting this boundary. Do not feel bad about doing this. Do not apologize for making your community or your circle the way that you want it to be.
Mhm. It's your community. You get to decide what
Hmm.
to do with it.
Yeah. And having that, like, it's great to have just like a group of friends in general in the content creation space, but
Mhm.
that group of your female friends, that is going to be your rock and your backbone when it's hard for you to have that for yourself.
Mhm, mhm. You'll make some of the best friends online sometimes.
Yes. Like there's people that I met when first starting out, like especially my friends that are girls that I am still friends with today. I don't think that there is a single female friend that I have made through this space that I ever felt uncomfortable around or felt like I couldn't be friends with anymore.
Yeah. I think I'm friends with most of the girls that I've been friends with on well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there's obviously like the situations where, it doesn't always work
Yeah.
out. But for the most part, it works out to your benefit.
It's like a cozy little community of your girly pops.
Exactly. It's okay. We go from talking about our trauma to giving you advice, because
Obviously, we're
it's
qualified.
important. Yeah, we've been through enough trauma in the content creation sphere to be able to give out our unsolicited advice.
Exactly.
No, but I mean, it's just because it's stuff that I wish that I had heard when starting content creation and starting VTubing, when starting, you know, to get my name out in the content creation space.
Yeah, no, real. I really just jumped in. I didn't look up anything. I didn't research anything. I just started.
Mhm. I mean, yeah, to be honest, that was me too.
I've noticed that like a lot of YouTubers now like really like build up to their debut. I didn't do
Yeah.
that.
Oh, me
I didn't even
either.
have a Twitter until like way later.
I mean, I did like talk with people a lot, probably about 3 months before my debut, but I don't think I actually teased my debut until like a week before.
I decided to start streaming and then started streaming in the same day.
Damn. Okay. You
Yeah.
really you were ready.
I drew my PNG in 30 minutes.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
look at us. We're about to be model siblings.
I know. I'm so excited.
It's getting closer.
They're going to be so cute.
But yeah, I mean, I think if I had to give any other advice while we're on the topic, you can change your content at any time.
Oh, 100%. I've
Yeah.
changed my main game at least once every 6 months.
Mhm. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. I mean, besides like my first couple streams, most of my streams, I'm pretty sure, were Valorant for like the first 6 months because that's the game
Same.
that we were both stuck on.
Mhm.
And then I changed to doing a variety of games. And then I had like a span of time where I was only playing horror games.
Yep, yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were playing a lot of backrooms. We still play backrooms quite a bit.
Yes, still play a lot of that, which the horror games are one of my favorite genre of games. Um,
Hell yeah.
and you know what though? I think I was afraid when I first started playing. I was like, if I don't play something that's really, really popular, I'm not gonna have any viewers. But to be real with you, some of my best performing streams are when I'm playing horror games.
Oh, absolutely same. I was so sad that you couldn't join Angie and I for that backrooms game
I know, I was so sad.
because there were a few levels that were horrifying. It got some good scream clips though.
It's okay. I have my PC back and I have more free time now than I did before. So,
Fingers crossed.
yes, definitely I'm crossing my fingers and my toes. All right. You want to wrap up this episode now that we're 100 or
Absolutely.
135 minutes, 1 hour and 35 minutes in?
Yeah, yeah. I think this is a good time. So, for everyone listening, we have a few social medias. We have a Twitter that is at boba_break. And then we have a Blue Sky still, which
Yeah,
is not
none of
as
us
like
use.
I still post on it. Like when we post in um on X or Twitter or whatever the fuck it is. I do post it over to Blue Sky just in case. But that
Yeah,
is bobabreakpodcast.bsky.social. And then we have an Instagram now, which
we do.
is
Oh God, hold on. It's podcast.boba.break.
perfect. And then we have an email. We have an email that is podcast.boba.break@gmail.com. You guys are welcome to email us with stories or topics you want to hear,
Wait,
either our experiences. Wait,
I lied about the Instagram.
she lied about the Instagram. What's the Instagram?
It's boba_break_podcast.
There we go. That's the Instagram. Anyways, for the email, you can email us any stories you have that you either want us to read aloud on the podcast or just, read to ourselves. You can
Yeah.
always keep it anonymous. Um, you know, any topics you want to hear, go ahead and feel free to email us or DM us on any of those socials, of course. You could just DM us any topics you want to hear because God knows we probably have a story for any topic, especially me and my little fun
Yes.
little life. Anything you want to add?
um, let's see. What's our question that you guys are gonna have to answer?
Ooh,
Um,
Have you ever had contaminated water and almost died? Let us know. I'm
Yeah,
just
great
kidding.
question. I like that one. No, no, no.
Do
That's a
you?
good one. Yeah, yeah. We'll go with
When
that
was the
one.
last time? No, what was the last ER trip you had? There we
That's
go.
a good
And what
one.
was it
Okay,
for?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And you can answer under our post on Twitter
Hmm,
or
hmm.
Blue Sky or Instagram or any of the other ones.
Any of our posts announcing the episode, please feel free
Yes.
to answer the question.
Yeah, and that's all for now. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully you enjoyed your boba and your break, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.